Continuing to track some breaking news in a CBS Sports HQ as the Atlanta Braves have signed third baseman Austin Riley to a 10-year contract. That extension worth $212 million. It also includes a club option for the 2033 season. The 25-year-old finished 7th in the National League MVP balloting a year ago. Just coming off his first career All-Star Game appearance last month, his 29 home runs, ranking 2nd in the National League this season. And for more, we welcome in our world champ, Will Middlebrooks, to break down this deal and beyond. Will, we're looking at 10 years, $212 million for a guy who's really emerged over the last, let's say, 18 months as a big bat in that lineup. When you take a look at this right now, as opposed to when we look at it 5, 6, 7 years from now, is this going to look like a bargain when the Braves come back to the table?
Big time. I think this is a very, very smart play for everyone involved. Obviously, from a player's perspective, $200 million, come on, you're not going to turn that down. You could, one play, your career can be over with. So lock that up, right? It's guaranteed money in baseball, which is amazing. By the Braves, yeah, Joe, you're right. This could be a bargain. We're looking at a guy who, not only does he have the hit tool, he's a career 280 hitter. He hit 300 last year with 33 homers, 107 RBIs. That's elite. He's on track to do that again this year with more homers, already 29 homers this year and 68 RBIs. But I think what I like most about him is he's durable. He said in the COVID season, 60 games, he played 51. Last year he played 160 out of 162, and right now he's played 101 out of 103. That's the thing I like most about him. We're not going to see the Iron Man Cal Ripkins anymore, but if you're playing 150 plus games every year, that's very valuable to your ball club.
No doubt about it. We do live in this era of advanced analytics and different stats can tell different stories. He does lead the NL this season in slugging percentage. We've seen this power surge going into the All-Star break specifically. He had a couple weeks there where he was gaining pace on Aaron Judge and on Kyle Schwarber. To have, as you put it, that hit tool as well as the average side of things where the plate approach isn't one-sided, how valuable does it make this asset for the next decade?
Yeah, so when you have that hit tool, normally you see guys with either one or the other, right? They're either high average or high power. Rarely do you get these Aaron Judges, Austin Riley type players where you get both. But when you're struggling at the plate, maybe you go through a power outage or whatever it may be. If you're not seeing it well, that's fine. Look at JD Martinez right now. He hasn't had that much power, but he just resorts to just poking the ball the other way, taking his singles. And when you have good bat-to-ball skills, you get out of slumps way, way faster. So that's going to help him in the longevity of his career, staying on the field and being able to help his team every night.
Will, when you take a look at what this team can offer right now and what their ceiling is amongst the National League, we're talking about the defending champs here. With this locked up, I know it doesn't change anything in the short term, but it does maybe extend the window for success here in Atlanta. What's the ceiling this season, though, when you dial it in to this next couple months?
Yeah, you know they're competing with the Mets and Stevie Cohen and the money he's throwing around up there. So they're not afraid to spend it. They're not afraid to go out and buy whatever they need up there. So if you're getting homegrown talent like this, lock it up. When you're a homegrown player, I know I came up through the minor league system with the Red Sox. I was signed out of high school by the Red Sox. When I was in the big league with them, it meant the world to me, and it's just different when you go to a different organization. So while he's there and you're able to lock him up, essentially for the rest of his career, who knows where we'll be in 10 years when he's 35 years old, if he's going to be able to sign a couple-year deals at DH. But he is going to get that much more out of himself, putting Atlanta on his back. And like I said, you have to compete with the Mets. The Phillies are going. Dombrowski's going to. He's going to spend money as well. Who knows what the future holds for the Marlins? Who knows? We won't have to get into that. We're talking about money and winning right now. But yeah, look, this team is they're built to win, and they're full of guys who were on a winning squad last year, so they've tasted it before. They know what it takes. Yes, they lost Freddie Freeman, but they have all this young talent they're building around. And when that's there, free agents will come from the outside.
Money and rings is what he does. Will Middlebrooks breaking down the latest news across the MLB. Thank you, Will. All right, here's a look at those numbers once again and where he ranks amongst the National League. Those home runs, second to only Kyle Schwarber in the NL, but nipping at his heels is Riley, the RBI sixth, with a respectable 68, leads the NL in slugging, OPS right at the tops as well, and he's coming off a month in which he hit a blistering average as the Atlanta Braves lock up their guy for the next decade for $212 million.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.